honorable judges, respect the opposition team. Our motion this time is this House believe that private schools should provide a better education than public school. From our motion this time, there are three main keywords: school, private school, and public school. What is school? What is private school? And what is public school? First, what is school? According to John Dewey, a philosopher and educator, school is a place where students learn how to learn by exploring various experiences and practicing thinking and increasing skill. And second, what is private school? According to Rizal Arifin, an education expert, private schools are education institution established by the private sector with the aim of providing education services to the community using resources and funds originating from the community itself or from other parties outside the government. And third, what is public school? According to John Mayer, an educational sociologist, public schools are schools established and managed by the government or educational institution under government supervision. The honorable judges and respect the opposition team, there are several differences between private school and public school, including the following: first, financing; second, cost of education; third, curriculum; fourth, facility; fifth, education quality; and sixth, student specificity. For the honorable judges, we limit our debating motion this time, focusing on the quality of education in private school and public school, so that it becomes a new motion, namely the quality of education in private school is better than public school. The honorable judges, respect the opposition team, there are two reasons why we agree with our motion this time. First, the quality of private school teaching is better than public school. And second, private school curriculum are more flexible. And third, private school education environment more organized. For the honorable judges, we from government team strongly agree with our motion this time and still agree with our motion this time. That's all, and thank you.
You still have time? Want to continue?
No, thanks.
Alright, thank you for the first speaker from the opposition team. Now it is chance for the first speaker from the opposition team to deliver your argument. You still have 3 minutes. Start from now.
Okay, thank you for the chances given to us, the honorable judges, and respect to the pro team. I'm the first speaker of the contra team. Now I would like to explain our argument about the motion. As we all know that school is a place for students to get education from the teachers. So before we go into further explanation, we have to know what is private school and what is public school. Private school is a school that is established by individuals or the foundations. So the management of the school is held by the individuals and also the foundations. So private school, they tend to follow the rules by the foundations, while public school are schools that established by the governor. So all the management of public school is from the government. Okay, so we strongly believe that private school provide a better education than public school is definitely wrong. Why? Because first, school fees. So they have a low school fees because so public school, they have a low school fees. That makes every individuals and students can access the education regardless of their socioeconomic and background status. So as we all know that private school, they have a higher cost of tuition compared to public schools, which make them insensible to many families who cannot afford the high fees. So students that from low income background, they're unable to access the private school. And from the data that we got, 70% of students drop out from school because of economic problem. And the second is, while private school may have smaller class sizes, they may lack diversity in terms of socioeconomic backgrounds and religious majority, which can limit students' exposure to different perspectives and ideas. So, based on our experience, private school, they tend to distribute students by their based on their intelligence. That makes low cognitive students shy to hang out with the high cognitive students. Okay, the next one is public schools also tend to offer more comprehensive and diverse because of lack of interactions and each class from students in each class. Moreover, public schools, okay, that's all for me and thank you.
Alright, thank you. Your time is over. So now it is chance for the second speaker from the proposition team to deliver your argument. You have 3 minutes. The floor is yours.
Thank you for the time and chance that given to me. The honorable judges, respect the audience, especially our beloved partner from the opposition team. We from the government team, of course, still totally agree with our debating motion this time and strongly disagree with what of the opposition team said. Okay. The honorable judges, there are the point that we find unconvincing from the opposition team. The opposition team talk about the school fees, but back again to our motion, we give the limitation that we only talk about the quality of education, not fees and so on. This means that the opposition team go out with our debating motion this time. Okay, I will continue my argument. Ladies and gentlemen, as our first speaker of our team said, that there are 3 reasons why we from the government team totally agree with our debating motion this time. The first is the teaching quality of private school is better than public school. The study in the United States show that in 2016 the average student exam saw that in private school were significantly high than the average score in public school on standardized national exam, namely state or scholastic assessment test and SGT or American College testing. It is about from another country. Now come to our country. A report from the Ministry of Education and Culture in 2019. The private school and the public school have a low exam under the private school. This means that the private school have a very good quality under the public school. Okay, back to my argument. The second point is private school curricula are more flexible. Report from the mediaindonesia.com. In addition to using the mandatory curriculum, private schools are also often able.
POI.
No, thank you. Often able of offer specialized program and render, no, thank you, rates of subject choice than public school. Yes, please.
Okay, I want to ask, what do you think about diversity?
I'm sorry, can you repeat your question?
What do you think about diversity? So you want me to explain to my question? So diversity is when the school make the diversity from the class. So there's like a class with high cognitive students and there's a class with low cognitive students. And this diversity are also used in private school. So it's like A class, B class, C class.
Okay, thank you for the question. Thank you for that. But do you have a proof of that?
Okay. From our experience, my sister experience, my friend experience.
Okay, I don't talk about your sister. Can you give the real data and real example of our nation?
Example, like we are.
Okay, I asking the real data, not the real example. Okay.
Okay.
Can you give the real data?
For our question yet. What do you think about diversity? Because more than half of the Indonesia use diversity as their main method. So they make a class like A class, B class.
Okay, back again to our motion that we only talk about the quality of education.
No. Okay.
Okay, the opposition team that go on with our debating motion this time.
Listen to me first.
This is my time to speak. Okay, I will continue my argument. Okay. Like I say,
haven't answered our question.
I'm sorry. This is my time. I will continue my argument. Okay. This can help students to further
Because
explore.
I think that you don't really answer our question. Just like I say, the quality of education is include how they teach their student, right? Quality of education is based like how they teach their student, right?
Yes, but it is
Yes,
from
okay.
the teacher and not only for the student.
No,
But
what from what?
sector that help the education. So I think that quality of education. I think that the public school have a good. I think the private school have a good education better than the private school than the public
Okay,
school.
I want to ask again, what will you do to manage the students that have low cognitive level?
Okay, the government can give the scholarship for the student. Okay, back again to my point. Okay. This can help the student to further explore, no thank you, their interests and talents will choose suitable career paths. Okay, the third point is more organized education environment. Report from the
Can you repeat
mediaindonesia.com
your answer?
said that the more do you don't my answer before, I will to continue my argument. Okay, they say that the more controlled environment because no thank you, private schools are less burned by the government request they can manage the learning environment is a more control. Yes, please.
Okay, there are some point that I want to say. That first, I want you to repeat your answer from our second question, and I want you to answer our first question. And we have more question. How was the percentage of students from private school that passed the SNB?
Because from our data that come in the book in 2020 or 2021, percentage of public school is 85% from public school get it. So what do you think about that?
Okay, if the percentage of the public school is high, why the national exam that private school is high and public school is very low?
Can you prove that? Okay, before you give your question, you give the data, right? Can you prove
Okay, I give the data like I say in my argument before that the report from the Ministry of the Education and Culture in 2019.
But before you ask, okay, and your first.
But you can say that in 2018, right?
What?
Our data from 2020 or 2021, not from 2018, please.
Okay, but
Can you explain
what?
how good is private school? But you didn't explain how the private school is better than the public school. Because as we know, public
Let's
school is
see
better
the
too.
real situation.
Okay.
Are the public at our district can compete in international level? I want to ask you that. Are students at our district or our agency can compete in the international level? I said that not. But the public school at but the private school at our district or our agency can compete at the international level. For example, one of my friends. Okay, this is my time. I will continue my day. For example, my friends have a student exchange at the South Korea, and he was the participant at the international youth south of the Korea. This means that at our agency of our district, the private school is very good under the public school. Yes, please.
Okay, better than we found many people in public school, even in our agency, as successful. I want to say from the top until the low. Okay, so our top list is Joko Widodo. He is graduating from public school. Second is Barack Obama, the former president of United States of America. And then Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa. And there's
Okay, you talk about the.
listen for our list first. That Mr.
Okay, I will
Ribana,
continue
Mr.
my
Elvila
argument
Ogen,
because
Mr.
it is my
Raimundo
time.
Fernandez.
It is my time, okay? I will continue my argument. Okay, you talk about the Jakarta, but what about our province and our district? You don't think about that.
Mr. Henbana, Mr. Elvila Ogen, Mr. Raimundo Fernandez, graduate from public school. The public school
Okay,
is better from the...
it is individual, but the top 10 school at the entity is the private school,
But
not
top
public school.
Top
10 school, okay?
in the world is the public school. You want me to read the data? It's
Okay, the opposition team only talk about the word, but they don't think about their self in the district and in the residency. This means that they only think about out there,
United
they
World,
don't think
the
about
better
their
in the
self.
world, better in the world. Our country is still a developing country, but if we talk about
Okay, talk about ourselves. You can compete competed in the international level at our district. Are you thankful?
But you're asking the schools.
All right, thank you. Time for free debate is over. So now it is chance for the second speaker from the opposition team to deliver your argument. You still have 3 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you for the time that given to us. Now I would like to defend my first speaker argument. So there are several reasons why public school is better than private school. The first is curriculum managed by the government. So because the curriculum is managed by government make many meetings and they make many consideration to make a curriculum different from the private school. Their curriculum based on the foundation. So the foundation can modify the curriculum all the time. The second is students came from different background. So in the public school, many students come from different background. So like me, we process from the religion and economic class and culture. We are from different background. So the fifth is from data coming into 2020, percentage of public school is 85%, private school is 15%. I think that the proof that many people in Indonesia want to go to the public school because public school is 85%, and I think it's better than the private school. The sixth is guarantee of SNBPTN or SNBPTN. So if we go to the public school, we can get a higher rate of that. We can gain that with easily because the government guarantee that. The seventh is private school registration is easiest. I want to explain. So private school registration, you can registration and without test like ours. I mean for the public school registration, we're using test. So the score for the test is measure how can you go to that school. The sixth is private school is, what can I say, more expensive. So it's more expensive. It's not affordable for students who have low economic class. So if you talk like it's out of the motion, but I don't think it's out of the motion because if we talk about education,
for POI.
we talk about the fees and
POI, please.
No, thank you. And the fee as private school registration is not because. Okay, yes, please.
Okay, we think that the opposition team's argument is crossed out of the line of our motion today because our motion today is talk about the private school have a better education than public school. The things like school fees or another things that the opposition team has presented earlier is not affected the quality of education in school. Thank you.
Okay,
we have another question. But you said the curriculum. But private school follow the national curriculum. For example, as now we use the national curriculum. In the private school, we get the character of education. Are the public school get the character of education for all students? It is my question, and my friends want to ask it.
Our speaker, the honorable judges, there are data survey conducted by the Indonesia Survey Institute in 2019 showed that 55.2% of respondents told that the quality of education in the private school was better than public school. And my question is, are there significant differences in academic results between students attending public school versus student attending private school?
Okay, first I want to respond to your third speaker question. So she says the question is there are some things that I explained that public school is private school is better. You ask like that. Can you repeat your question again?
We think that things like school fees or
the other.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Okay, and we think that the opposition team's argument is crossed out of the line of our motion today because here we talk about private school have a better education than public school, right? But the opposition teams talk about school fees and private school have the argument that the opposition team states is not right. It's go out of the line of our motion today. Oh, thank you for the question, and I wanna answer. If you think that we are out of the motion that we talk about the public school and private school funds, and you know that they're all students and from the socio-economic problem. So if you think that Indonesia have to increase the educational ranking in the world, the best way is our think that the public school. By providing public school, and we all think that every student from the socio-economic problem can get the high equality of education. So we all think that if the public school and private school about the funds, we all think that the students who have the problem about the economic cannot afford education because that. Please, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, please.
We need the opposition team answer our second and third speaker. Please answer this.
Okay, repeat the question again, please. Repeat the question, please.
Okay, you don't hear my question, so answer this, please.
You also doesn't answer our first question, so it's okay if I ask you to repeat your question, right?
So I want to require explanation about the private school gives characteristic education at school, because in reality, in fact, in our public school we also get characteristic education, behavior education. We can get that.
Okay, but the opposition team not answer our
You
question.
also doesn't answer our question about
Okay, are the
diversity, right?
significant difference in the attending public school versus student attending the private school? Can you give with the example and the explanation about this?
About what?
About what I said before. You didn't hear my question. I repeat it too. I repeat again.
Please make the question simple and so simple so we get your point. So you don't say like.
Okay, this is very simple. You don't understand about this question?
But you haven't answered our question too. So
I answered your question before.
question.
We talk about your question. You cannot answer my question, so you're asking back to me.
What?
You cannot answer our question, right?
Because the first you doesn't answer our question. Okay, please repeat your question once again.
Okay, there are significant difference in academic result between student attending public school versus student attending private school. Can you give the real opinion about this with the real data or real example?
So you asking about difference about public and private school, right? So I want to give you a difference from the public and private school. So the first difference is the curriculum. Just like I say, some of the school of the Indonesian private school in Indonesia have different curriculum, like slightly different curriculum from the public school, because they can modify their curriculum. So they like our curriculum. I mean, public school curriculum is based on the government curriculum. So when they give a curriculum based on the consideration, we just follow that. But in the private school, they can modify their curriculum based on just like whatever they want. So it's the first. The second.
I think that no, because we from the private school, but we follow the national curriculum. Okay.
But there's another school like our previous school.
Okay. Like what? Can you mention that school? Can you mention that school that use the
Junior high
another
school of some sense of Kebamananu. So they are make a real different curriculum by the other school. Like.
I think that curriculum is not good. It's good, right? You from the
okay, I want to ask you.
You from the
which curriculum is best?
Do you think that your private school at your junior high school is not good? It is good because it is the good junior high school at our district.
In public school, their curriculum is based on the government curriculum. So whatever government teach, they go based on the concept.
So do you mean that the public curriculum is better than the private school?
It's slightly different, but it's better.
It means that you said that your junior high school is not good.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But it's the very good school at our district and our residency.
Have you school at the school?
Okay, my friend.
I asked your friend how much closer do you have?
There are three of you come from the junior high school.
They only have one closer.
But you have a good education.
The others not. But the others is not. thank
Are you
but
sure?
it's not.
Are you sure that?
Yes, because-
Everyone in here can hear you, okay?
Yes.
Everyone
It's the
can
fact.
hear
It's the fact. Why we have
and
to
you said
have
that your school
it's the
is not
fact.
good, but it's your school.
Yes, what?
You said that your school is not a good, but it's
Alright, thank you.
I say our school-
Time for free debate is over. So now it is chance for the third speaker from the proposition team to deliver your argument. You still have 3 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you for the time and chance that given to me. Now I'm gonna give the conclusion of what the first and the second speaker of our team has said earlier. As the first and the second speaker of our team said earlier, there are three points that made the private school have a better education than public school. The first is the quality of teaching in private school is better than public school. The example of the quality of teaching in private school is better than public school is top 10 of best school in entity is come from private school. And a while ago there is a speech contest that Entity Bank held an English speech contest which was attended by the schools in entity. 3 winners of the competition was come from private schools. The success will certainly be achieved with the good teaching quality. These few examples are clear evidence that private schools have a better teaching quality than public schools. The second, private school curriculum are more flexible because the private school have their own curriculum, which also focuses on the characters, morals, and humanity in addition to the national curriculum. Private schools have the flexibility to determine the curriculum used. This makes the curriculum in private school are more flexible than public school. The third reason why private school provide a better education than public school is private school have more organized education environment. The example that private school have a better education environment is seminaries that have an organized schedule starting from regular study schedule. Strict regulation have a good character education. One of my friends faced a student exchange in South Korea, and he was the easiest participant in the International Youth Connect South Korea. The head of Education and Culture in East Nusa Tenggara Province, Mr. Lucy SPD, said that in North Central Timor Agency, only 2 schools which follow the freedom or policy of the government to have school activity at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. o'clock, which is Catholic Fides Quarens in Talatung Senior High School and Catholic Warta Bakti. So we still stick to our opinion today. We strongly agree with our motion today. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. So now it is chance for the third speaker from the opposition team to conclude.
Chance are given to me. The honorable judges respect the opposition team. There are several points I will explain. First, the weakness of the opposition team, and second, the advancement of our team. First, the weakness of the opposition team. The first, the opposition team can answer our question. The second, the opposition team leave our motion decide. Like I said before, we are talking about quality of education in private school better than public school. But the first speaker of the opposition team talk about school fees. And third, the opposition team say if Savarius Putri Junior High School is bad school. But in reality, you are first speaker, second speaker, and third speaker of the opposition team come from bad school. And in reality, Savarius Junior High School is the best school in our district. And the honorable judges, the second is our advancement. The honorable judges is able to prove that private school a better education than public school. And we can explain if private school better than public school in 3 reasons. First, locality of human resources. the quality of private school teaching is better than public school. And second, private school curriculum are more flexible. And third, private school education environment more organized. Apart from that, the honorable judges, there are three main foundations made based on expert theory presented by me and supported by data from our second speaker and concrete example from our third speaker. That's all, and thank you.
Alright, thank you. Your time is over.